Most people spend their entire lives chasing money, working harder, earning more, trying to save, trying to invest. Yet very few ever stop to understand the simple truth hidden behind it. The real battle of wealth is fought not in bank accounts, but in the mind. Welcome to the universe of books, the channel where great ideas breathe, where stories turn into lessons, and where books open the doors to a wiser version of you. Today, we explore the extraordinary masterpiece, The Psychology of Money, by Morgan Housel, a book that doesn't teach you formulas or financial tricks, but something far more powerful: how your emotions, beliefs, fears, habits, and decisions shape your entire financial destiny. To begin, imagine a quiet village with two brothers. Both were given a handful of seeds by their father. The first brother demanded immediate results. He planted the seeds, watered them once, and complained that nothing happened, so he gave up. The second brother planted the same seeds, but instead of expecting magic overnight, he watered them every day. Slowly, silently, life began to grow. Years later, one brother still held an empty field, while the other stood under the shade of a giant tree. This story perfectly captures the psychology of money. Those who expect fast results destroy their future. Those who embrace patience create wealth without even noticing. The book begins with a powerful idea: no one is crazy with money. People don't make financial decisions based on logic. They make them based on their personal experiences. Someone who grew up in poverty fears losing money. Someone who grew up stable takes bigger risks. Someone who watched their parents lose everything spends cautiously. Someone who only saw success becomes overconfident. Everyone is fighting a different psychological battle, and that's why judging other people's financial decisions never makes sense. Then the book introduces two forces that silently shape our lives: luck and risk. We often celebrate billionaires as geniuses and blame the poor for their decisions. But reality is more complicated. Bill Gates is brilliant, but he also went to one of the only schools in the world that had a computer in the 1970s. His friend Kent Evans was equally talented, but died in a tragic accident at 17. Two lives, two destinies, shaped by forces no one could control. The lesson? Be humble when you succeed, and compassionate when you see others fail. No victory is fully earned. No failure is fully deserved. Another key idea is the danger of more. We often think we will be satisfied when we earn a little extra. 5% more, 10% more, just a bit more, but more has no finish line. People compare their salary to someone else's bigger salary, their house to someone else's mansion, their success to someone else's fame. You can't win a race that never ends. The book teaches, the real wealth is knowing when you have enough. But perhaps the most magical part of money is something almost everyone underestimates: compounding. Wealth grows slowly, quietly, invisibly, until suddenly it explodes. Warren Buffett didn't become a millionaire at 20 or 30 or 40. Most of his wealth came after the age of 60. Compounding is not about intelligence. It's about time and consistency. Imagine a single drop of water falling into a bucket. At first, the bucket looks empty, but drop by drop, the water rises. That is compounding. That is wealth. The book also teaches a profound difference between getting rich and staying rich. Getting rich requires courage, risk-taking, optimism, and big moves. But staying rich requires humility, fear, and protecting what you already have. This is why lottery winners go broke. Entrepreneurs lose fortunes. Investors panic during market crashes. Getting money is a skill, but keeping money is a mindset. Another essential lesson is the power of saving. You don't need a high income to build wealth. You need a high savings rate. Saving is not about depriving yourself. It's about creating freedom. Money saved today becomes the ability to leave a toxic job tomorrow. It becomes the ability to take care of your parents. It becomes the freedom to say no. Saving money is not about what you sacrifice. It's about what you gain. One of the most comforting ideas in the book is that you don't have to be perfectly rational with money. You just need to be reasonable. Maybe buying a house isn't the smartest financial move, but if it gives you peace, it's reasonable. Maybe avoiding crypto or high-risk stocks isn't logical, but if it helps you sleep at night, it's reasonable. Wealth is not a math test. It's a life decision. The future, as the book reminds us, is unpredictable. Wars, pandemics, recessions, inflation, crashes. History is full of surprises. Instead of trying to predict the future, build a financial life that survives uncertainty. People who depend on everything going perfectly lose everything when life goes imperfectly. The book also highlights the idea of tails, the tiny number of decisions that create massive results. In investing, a few big wins create most of the wealth. In life, a few big decisions shape your entire future. Just like in baseball, one home run can win the game. The lesson? You can fail most of the time, as long as you avoid the mistake that wipes you out completely. Finally, Morgan Housel ends with the greatest lesson of all. The highest form of wealth is freedom. Not cars, not luxury, not fame. Freedom. The freedom to live life on your terms. The freedom to wake up when you want. To work how you want. To spend time with those you love. To say no without fear. When you reach that point, you are truly rich. So in the end, the psychology of money teaches us that money is never just money. It is behavior. It is emotion. It is mindset. It is discipline. And if you can master your behavior, you can master your financial future. If this cinematic summary opened your mind or gave you a new perspective on money, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so more curious minds can join us here on the universe of books, where every story expands your wisdom and every book opens a new world.